So, what do you say about one of the most iconic females that ever graced us with her presence? A woman who was misunderstood. Her beauty was sensual, sultry, mystifying, but she was more than just a pretty face. Her talent was magnetic. Every time she was on screen, she stole the show. She had a way with her movements, with her voice. She was a force that could have been unstoppable. But Hollywood ate her up and spit her out. There are still mysteries around her passing. But this video is not about her death. This video is about how she lived, how she has inspired me to be a strong woman, how she has inspired so many females out there to be strong women, to never be sorry about anything, to just be ourselves, to be proud of who we are and who we will become. So let's talk about Marilyn Monroe and her dazzling career. Hello, my fellow movie geeks. Carey Craves Cinema here, more than excited to talk about my favorite Marilyn Monroe films, leading up to talking about the upcoming documentary on Netflix called Marilyn Monroe, The Unheard Tapes. So let's start with Gentlemen Prefer Blondes alongside Jane Russell. These two are a dynamic duo. They work so well together, it makes this film so entertaining. Marilyn plays the character Lorelei, who tends to go after men for their money and jewelry, whereas her best friend Dorothy is just along for the ride, trying to keep her friend out of trouble. Lorelei is engaged to a soft-spoken lad who is rich, of course, in our modern times, a true lapdog who falls to Lorelei's knees. Lorelei and Dorothy decide to go on a cruise to take the edge off, but they are not alone because Lorelei's fiancé's father hires someone to watch over Lorelei due to him not trusting her, thinking she is only after his money. And he's not so far off. This movie is elegant, it's sexy, it's funny, an all-around good time. Marilyn and Jane both give top-notch performances. It's one of my favorite movies. And come on, it has a very well-known song in it that Madonna even recreated for her music video, Material Girl. I'm talking about Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. This movie is just gold. Now, on to another favorite, How to Marry a Millionaire. She plays quite a different character named Pola. She wears glasses, but not all the time, so she bumbles around from time to time, kinda like Velma on Scooby-Doo. This film is about a trio, a stunning trio, played by Marilyn, Betty Grable, and Lauren Bacall. All three of them have the same task in mind, to all marry a man with money. They rent a luxurious apartment in New York City, thinking it'll give them the leg up on finding the man of their dreams, or should I say, the money of their dreams. As they meet men, they discover along the way the troubles they must endure as they meet con men. They learn lessons along the way. Is it worth all of the trouble, or do they give in to finding true love, realizing it's worth so much more than luxury and material things? It's definitely worth the watch. It has a great message, and it's done so well. A definite classic. 7-Year Itch is worth mentioning, let me tell you. I think if anyone lived next door to Marilyn Monroe, we would probably feel the same as this man. This film is sexy and funny all at the same time. Richard Sherman, played by Tom Ewell, has his overheated apartment all to himself because his family goes off to Maine for a vacation. Not prepared for his upstairs neighbor being a gorgeous blonde model, he is tempted by her, but also fighting the urges as the heat wave causes more than just heat from the summer. Ooh la la. She comes over from time to time. They have chats, and all he can think about is, can he handle being around her? It's more so about human nature, how as humans we have an animalistic magnetism to others. Even when we are committed to others, we don't always have to act on those urges. Richard has a will of pure steel, I have to say. Especially after the iconic scene we all know about to this day, her iconic white dress blowing upwards because of the subway passing below them. This film is clever. It's so simple, but the performances give this movie a spark that keeps your interest. I very much enjoy this film. Let's dive into the oh-so-entertaining film, Some Like It Hot, starring alongside Tony Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis's father, and Jack Lemmon, who I know so well in The Odd Couple, also Grumpy Old Men. I adore this film. So our two boys, played by Lemmon as Jerry and Curtis as Joe, they witness a mafia murder, so they are in deep, right from the start. They have to go on the run, so they decide to disguise themselves as women. They end up joining an all-jazz band to Florida, where they meet the devastatingly beautiful singer for the band, Sugar, played by Marilyn. It is so funny to watch them get into feminine character while also fighting their masculine urges. Joe is captivated by Sugar and desires to be with her, but due to their circumstances, he must suppress his true feelings until he devises a plan to play as another character who is rich trying to pursue her. Poor Jerry has an admirer himself. Trying to fend off from a real millionaire, he decides to keep him at bay. As the mob closes in, all of their secrets unravel, leaving them in quite the predicament. I have so much fun every time I watch this film. It is always a good time. I, myself, love old movies. There's a class to them that is just refreshing to me. It doesn't have to be overly sexual to serve a point that it's meant to be sexy. To me, it makes it more intriguing. These are just a couple of her movies, though. Her filmography is just so, there's so many good movies that Marilyn has done. I've only scraped the tip of the iceberg, but here are some of her other films that she has been in. I am still trying to catch up and watch her other films. I know there's so many gems. Niagara is another good one. Also The Misfits with Clark Gable. There's so many. So on April 27th, there will be a documentary released about Marilyn, possibly talking about the truth behind Marilyn's death. I saw FBI and cover-up in the trailer, so I'm not sure what all they're going to actually be able to unveil. I don't see them telling us the whole story. There's no way. It would still give some peace, though, if we are given insight on what really happened. This is my opinion, but I don't think Marilyn died the way they said that she did. That's just my opinion. She was beautiful. She was also a lost soul at times, but aren't we all? We're all human at the end of the day. Marilyn did not deserve to be scrutinized for her decisions. She was viewed a certain way, and she was judged heavily. She was stolen from the world. She may be gone, but she will never be forgotten. She is still embodied in the media today in one or more ways. She's still sold as merchandise. There's still makeup tutorials on her iconic makeup looks. There's still costumes as Marilyn on Halloween. She made her stamp in this world. She will always be an icon. She will always be a legend. She will always be our Norma Jean. This is where I leave you. Please watch Marilyn Monroe films. They are worth it. Let's keep her spirit alive. Remember her as the vibrant soul that she was. This is Carey Craves Cinema. Thank you for watching.